The Bondi attack has been linked to a call for global intifada. Can you help us understand this concept of intifada, and do you agree with the linkages of intifada to the Bondi attack?
Look, I agree 100%. The terrorist organisations that are inspired or motivated by Islamic extremism generally tie themselves to the Palestinian cause. And that's any number of terrorist groups. Whether they authentically represent the Palestinian people, I would dispute. But look, they claim that. And look, all of these groups are anti-Semitic. They all hate Jewish people. And the way that they legitimise that is by saying they're pro-Palestinian. And so globalise the Intifada means different things to different people, but it essentially means that any of these extremist groups will claim that Intifada mantle, if you like, to justify their attacks. And perhaps if I could expand on that a little bit, what a lot of people don't realise is that this sort of Intifada, this struggle against Israel, is not just a struggle against Israel as a nation, but it's a struggle against the Jewish people in general. So if you look, for example, at Hamas, the group responsible for October 7 and many, many other atrocities, if you look at the founding covenant of Hamas, and this is easily available on the internet, it refers to the resistance, it refers to the struggle, it refers to their hatred for the Fatah, for the Palestinian Liberation Organization. But when it talks about the Jews, it talks about the day of judgment, which won't come until the Muslims kill all the Jews. You know, they say that on this great day, the stones and the trees will cry out, "O Muslim, O servant of God. There's a Jew behind me, come and kill them." Importantly, not Israelis, but Jews. The aim of Hamas is not just to take over the Holy Land from the river to the sea, it's to kill every Jew on the planet. Let me expand that. On the steps of the Opera House after October 7 and before the full force of the Israeli response, people were chanting. Now, people dispute, gas the Jews or where's the Jews? I think they were saying gas the Jews. I mean, it's a stretch to say it was where's the Jews. But in a way, it doesn't matter, because the crowd was not shouting, we hate Israel or where are the Israelis? They were crying, where's or gas the Jews? So this whole Intifada thing is a mantle taken on by terrorists who are anti-Semitic, and they use that as a justification for their actions. So, what we saw at Bondi was certainly part of that globalization, that terrorists will claim their solidarity with the Palestinian cause and use that as their justification for their atrocities.